What's going on, guys? What's going on today? We're going to be taking a look at the USW Flex. Welcome back, guys. My name is Dwayne, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Unifi Ubiquiti USW Flex. The USW Flex is a 5-port switch, and it can be powered via PoE. So let's take a look at what comes in the box, guys. I've opened this one time already. I've tried to shoot this video like 3 or 4 times, but here we go. All right, first you get the switch itself. You get a back plate. I think this is for like a pole mount. So you can mount it on a pole. Get a Ubiquiti card here, and you get 2 zip ties. Yes, that's it, guys. That's all you get in the box. So pretty nice little. I mean, the packaging was pretty good. So on the website, it said that it came with an actual 5-volt adapter, but first thing I noticed is that the switch is pretty freaking heavy, man. This thing it's got a little heft to it, and it has a regular wall mount bracket, and I think there was, oh, there it is, some anchors. It comes with some anchors, so if you need anchors, it has anchors. That way you can mount it to drywall or whatever. But like I said, it does have a little heft to it, so you might want to take advantage of that and mount it to use those anchors. So let's set this off to the side over here, guys, and let's take a look at the switch. Not bad, not bad. It's made out of plastic. It's pretty thick plastic, so it's not a big deal. I think this little piece here comes off. Yes, this little piece come off, and it has a pretty big, if you look through it, I don't know if you can see, it looks pretty big. And the big thing about this is it says that it can be mounted outside. That's why we got the pole bracket, the pole mount. So if it can be mounted outside, you know, Charlotte and her buddies can get in that, man. Hang out in there, so you have to be careful. It does have the 5 ports. One thing about the 5 ports is one port is a PoE port. That means you can provide, you know, PoE to the switch itself, and that would actually power the switch. So it has 5 gigabit ports. So, and you can provide PoE out to all 5 of them, I mean, to all 4 of them. So you got 1 coming in, and then you'll have 4 going out. I wish this switch was on the market when I originally started doing my house, because I went out and bought a 48 port Unifi PoE switch. So I could have possibly bought a smaller switch and then use these around the house. That's what's so great about this switch. You know, first thing is this is a fully managed switch, guys. Fully managed. And what that means is that, you know, it's a layer 2 switch. It supports VLANs. It's controlled by the Unifi controller. So you can mount it, you can put the Unifi controller either in the cloud, or you can put the Unifi controller on a PC that you have around the house. But I don't think you can just control it via the mobile app, but it does have a mobile app. So how I use my Unifi controller, I have a Unifi controller running on one of my servers, and then I just connect to that Unifi controller with my mobile phone. So I think you have to have a mobile a controller running somewhere, and you have to link to that mobile app to that controller. So look at my notes here. It provides 15 PoE watts of power. So when you come in, that's if it can provide up to 45 watts of power, I think they said. And that's if it's powered by 802.3 BT. So that's the PoE++. So if you just power it with the 802.3 AF, then you're getting like, 10, 15 watts. So build quality, it's like I say, it's built pretty sturdy. It's not bad, so the good thing about this little switch here is that you can, what happens, you can run one wire just like say behind one of your actual TVs, and once you get behind the TV, you got a PoE switch somewhere, or you can run it with a power injector, and that power injector it's a 48 volt watt power injector, then it can power this, and then it'll provide you 46 watts of power across all the PoE switch ports. But if you power it with the 802.3 AF, it's only going to provide you 8 watts of power. So if you, like, say something that's not coming on and you're providing it with 802.3 AF, that's probably the reason why. If you provide it with 802.3 AT power, PoE power, then it will provide 20 watts of power across the PoE switches. So, you know, just some good info to know. Like I say, you know, if you do power it with the 802.3 BT, it will provide 48 watts of power. And that's not 48 watts of power across each port. It'll be divided up. The total power will be like, you know, 48 volts. So 48 watts. If it has providing 40 watts of PoE, then it can operate in a temperature of -40 to about 130 degrees Fahrenheit. And if it's providing 25 watts of PoE, then it's in the operating temperatures from -50 to 149 degrees. So what that means is basically, if the switch is providing 46 watts of power or 45 watts of power, whatever, then it's running a little bit hotter. So you got to put it in a cooler condition. Common sense, right? Too easy, guys. It's too easy. The dimension of this is like, it's about 9.5 by 8.5 by about a half an inch. You know, it says 2.5 inches, but I don't know. That might be 2.5 inches. It could be. It weighs about 26 ounces, so it's not very heavy. But for something this small, you know, it's pretty heavy. I mean, it's pretty healthy. It's pretty heavy for something this small. You wouldn't think it would have this much weight to it. And like I said, it is a layer 2 switch. So, what I'm going to use this thing for is when I got my when I originally did my my span panel in my garage. Like I said, the span panel has to connect to the Tesla gateway. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take this switch and I'm going to put this switch outside. Really, guys? Somebody's driving past the house, booming the system. But I'm going to take this and I'm going to mount this outside. Remember, I said this is a layer 2 switch. It's a layer 2 switch. So because it's a layer 2 switch, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a profile on the UniFi controller, and it's only going to provide 2 VLANs of access to my network. The first one's going to be my video VLAN, and then the next one's going to be my IoT network VLAN. I'll turn the ports off for everything else unless I'm using it. So when I get into the network controller, I can go in and I can say, okay, all the VLANs, my video and IoT is going to come into the PoE, into the on port, onto the port 1. And then coming out, it's going to go, my IoT network is going to go up to the Tesla switch. And then my video, I'm going to put another camera outside. And that's the beauty of this. So you can run one wire to the actual location, and then you can actually, you know, you can come off of it and power cameras, you know, another access point or whatever in a different location, and not have to run 10, 15 wires. So having this little switch actually could save you money. Like, say if I would have had, this switch is only $99, guys, $99. So if I was to take this and put this like behind my TV in my master bedroom, because you got your Roku running, you got your, you know, the Sonos, I got a Sonos play bar. So it can, you can plug into that. I also have, what else do I have back there? I got the Roku, I got the Sonos bar, and the actual TV. So I could plug each one of them into this and just provide one cable. So I just be looping it out of this switch, and then I can control the VLANs for each individual device in the actual network controller. So I probably could have saved myself some money, because when I bought the PoE switch, so I got a 500 watt PoE switch, and that switch was like $800. So if I would have just got maybe, you know, a 24 port or something like that, or a 16 port PoE switch that can power this, or even better yet, I just get a regular switch and then run injectors. You know, run the 48 PoE injector, 48 watt PoE injector. And then what I could have done was I could have just put these around my house and they had the same effect. Could have did the same thing. You know, so probably would have saved like $300 or $400. I didn't even think about that. You know, so yeah. So this is a pretty good device. Like I said, you can run it behind your TV. It doesn't have to be PoE to your TV. It can be coming off your router and your modem, and it gets behind the actual TV, and then put the PoE injector behind the TV, and then plug the cable that's coming off your router into the PoE injector, and then power the PoE injector from the wall. Because behind most TVs or most entertainment centers, they have like a surge protector. So just plug it in there, and now you have your entire network behind your actual TV. That would have been awesome. You know, so I'm gonna run this outside, and what I'm also thinking about doing is getting a second one, and I'm gonna put it out like by my deck or, you know, out in the yard somewhere. Kind of like, you know, when you go up to the actual stoplight, you see those metal cases that controls the lights. So I'll put these around my yard, and then I can put cameras around my yard. Just run one wire, and boom, I can provide cameras to the backside of my property. So that's something I'm thinking about doing, because I got to run a cable back there anyway. So what I might do is just run one long cable and then, you know, power one of these, and then put 2 or 3 cameras off of it. So this little device, again guys, it's only $25. $99. I bought mine from Adorama. You can get them on Amazon. I'll leave a link down in the description to the Amazon and Adorama web pages where you can purchase this. And I also leave a link to the actual UniFi controller that you can also buy this from. That you can download the actual UniFi controller from. The UniFi controller is free. All the firmware for this so far is free. So you don't have to pay for any firmware updates. I did have to update the firmware on this when I originally plugged it into the actual network. That was free. And then the UniFi controller to run it is free. And you get free updates with both the UniFi controller and the firmware. So that's all I have at this time, guys. And this is the USW Flex. So please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, guys, take care.